In the wake of the Indian government's decision to strip Indian-administered Kashmir of its autonomy, British Broadcasting Corporation (BBC) has reported security forces have been carrying out beatings and torture in the region. The Indian Army has called the allegation baseless. However, several villagers have reported of being beaten with sticks and cables and even given electric shocks. It was only yesterday that Pakistan's military carried out a training launch of a ballistic missile, and now the latest reports of violence has only added to the heightening tension between the two nations. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama, and these are the top stories of the hour. Health Ministry says it is not responsible for controlling the dengue outbreak. Health Minister Upendra Yadav says the ministry cannot go to nook and corners to control the epidemic. Blocked employment opportunities in Malaysia pushed further into uncertainty. Consensus remains elusive as Malaysia changes stance on health checkup of workers. BBC reports of violence in Indian-administered Kashmir. Locals report of being beaten and tortured by the Indian security forces. And England's Lucy Bronze becomes the first English to win the UEFA Women's Player of the Year award. Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk edges out Messi and Ronaldo to claim the Men's Player of the Year award. We'll start with the national political updates. The Health Ministry has said controlling the outbreak of dengue does not come under its jurisdiction. At a time when the number of patients infected by dengue continues to rise across the country, the Health Ministry held a press conference yesterday and stated that their only responsibility was to provide treatment to the patients. At the press conference, Deputy Prime Minister and Health Minister Upendra Yadav stated that the ministry was unable to go to the country's nook and corners to control the epidemic.
यो डेंगू मार्नलाई गाउँ गएन भनेर छोड्दियौं भने त्यो सम्भव हुँदैन। किटको अभाव छैन, झुल पनि आइरहेको छ, तर खेतमा बारीमा गमलामा त झुल लाउन सकिदैन।
Minister Yadav further said that the ministry could not take responsibility for the dengue outbreak, citing it was a result of digging grounds for drainage and leaving the pits unattended for a long time. Likewise, Secretary for the Health Ministry, Dr. Pushpa Chaudhary, said that the ministry was responsible of formulating parameters to control the spread of diseases and not controlling the disease itself. Chaudhary also suggested that the local levels should take initiatives to control the outbreak. The disputed Media Council Bill was presented at the National Assembly yesterday. At a time when the provisions of the Media Council Bill which was tabled at the Parliament Secretariat on 30th of April are being widely criticized, Information and Communications Minister Gokul Prasad Baskota presented the same at the National Assembly yesterday. Opposition lawmakers have criticized the formation of the Media Council, its autonomy and jurisdiction, and have called for its withdrawal.
यसले आफै स्वचालित गर्ने, आफै स्वशासित हुने यो कुराबाट चाहिँ केले यसलाई वञ्चित गरियो। यो सबभन्दा आपत्तिजनक कुरा हो। मिडिया काउन्सिलले जरिवाना गरेर चाहिँ बस्ने हो र यो चाहिँ के छ भने जरिवाना गरी बस्ने होइन। यसले त के छ भन्दाखेरि मिडियाको स्तरलाई कसरी उच्च बनाउने, कसरी आत्मसम्मानयुक्त बनाउने, कसरी मर्यादित बनाउने यो कुराहरू हेर्ने र त्यसलाई सहयोग गर्ने हो।
In reply, Minister Baskota assured of amendments when required. Saying that press freedom had added challenges on press itself, Minister Baskota opined that it was imperative for the media to be answerable to the society.
प्रेस स्वतन्त्रता माथिको चुनौती चाहिँ आन्तरिक कारणले नि छ भन्नाले प्रेस आफ्नै कारणले पनि छ। त्यस हिसाबले गर्दाखेरि के सही कुरा हो, के गलत कुरा हो वा समाजप्रतिको प्रेसको दायित्व हुन्छ कि हुँदैन डेमोक्रेसीमा त्यो कुरा हुन्छ। किनभने उ चाहिँ चौथो अङ्गको रूपमा मानिएको छ। जब चौथो अङ्ग हुन्छ भने उसको स्वाभाविक रूपमा संविधानप्रति, देशप्रति र जनताप्रति चाहिँ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी हुन्छ। त्यो कुरालाई पनि दिग्भ्रमित बनाउने हिसाबले आएको हुँदा यसलाई लिएर आइएको छ।
The government has already extended its commitment for the amendment in the bill following protests from the Federation of Nepalese Journalists and other media organizations regarding the formation of the council, its autonomy and provisions for legal actions. Preparations are underway to hold a joint meeting of the officials of the Ministry of Labour in Malaysia on 11th and 12th of September to find an outlet to the currently closed employment opportunities for Nepalese in Malaysia. However, Malaysia decided on Wednesday to conduct medical tests through its previous mechanism, which has added further uncertainty regarding the reopening of the job market for Nepalese, which has already remained shut for 15 months. Prior to this, Malaysia had allowed Nepali medical institutions to conduct the health checkup to ease the application process for Nepali workers, following which Nepal had developed a list of 122 such institutions. However, only on Wednesday, the government of Malaysia issued an official decision to allow its previous 37 institutions to conduct the tests, which has further created obstacles in finding an outlet to the reopening the job market in Malaysia.
प्राप्त भएपछि विभागलाई खबर विभागमा चाहिँ जानकारी होला अबको बाटो के भन्ने कुराहरु पनि आउला भनेर हामी मार्गनिर्देशको प्रतीक्षा गर्छौं.
The job market in Malaysia remains to be opened after the government had initiated actions against Malaysian agents who were alleged of charging higher fees from Nepali workers in the name of health checkup and visa procedures. Despite a labour agreement between the two countries 10 months ago, aspiring workers have not been able to go to Malaysia. The pressure has been mounting on the government of Nepal to reopen doors for unemployed youths to work in Malaysia, which is one of Nepal's top employment destinations. Employers in Malaysia have also been piling pressure on their government to find an outlet to the situations. Experts have blamed immature diplomacy of Nepal in their failure in addressing the issue.
नेपालको तर्फबाट मलेसिया सरकारको उच्च स्तरीय कूटनीतिक पहल नपुगेको हो यो किनभने यो मार्का हामीले पर राखेछ र यो चाहिँ मतलब के भने पहल कदमी हामीले गर्नुपर्ने हो किनभने हाम्रो मान्छे जान पाएको छैन यसकारणले यसले के देखाउँछ भने हाम्रो कूटनीतिक उच्च स्तरीयको रणनीतिक पहल कदमी नपुगेको देखिन्छ अब यो चाँडो दुईटा सरकारले उच्च स्तरीय चाहिँ मतलब के भने वार्ता गर्नु जरुरी छ.
As a consequence of the lack of consensus between a few officials at the Malaysian embassy in Nepal and Labour Minister Gokarna Bishta, more than 150,000 jobs have already been lost. Both the sides must be flexible in their respective stances to find an outlet to the situation. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the locals in Dang district what should be done to better manage the services at the Rapti Health Sciences Academy. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
सम्पूर्ण राजनीतिक दलदेखि लिएर हाम्रो यो उपकुलपतिदेखि लिएर कर्मचारीदेखि लिएर सबैजनालाई सबभन्दा सहज वातावरण ल्याउनलाई चाहिँ हामीहरू कोअर्डिनेसन गरेर बस्नुपर्ने हो.
प्रतिष्ठानले राम्रो योजना बनाएर आफूलाई अगाडि बढाउन सकेमा त्यहाँ चाहिँ बिरामीहरूले सहज रूपमा चाहिँ उपचार राम्रो उपचार गुणस्तरीय उपचार पाउनेछन्.
नेतृत्वले पनि सबैलाई समझदारीमा ल्याउने हैन आफ्ना कर्मचारीलाई चाहिँ उच्च मनोबलका साथ काम गर्ने वातावरण बनाउनु पर्छ भने बाहिरका सरकारवालाहरूले पनि यसलाई चाहिँ यो हामी सबै साझा दंगालीको चाहिँ साझा सम्पत्ति हो र यसलाई चाहिँ संरक्षण गर्नको लागि सबै सरकारवाला निकाय प्रतिष्ठानका पदाधिकारी कर्मचारी सब एक भएर जानुको विकल्प छैन.
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what's your take on government carrying out market monitorings on condition of not taking actions? Your options are A, mockery of monitoring, B, nexus with businessmen, and C, to alert the businessmen. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And with that, it's now time for our special segment, Showbiz.
Former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein pleaded not guilty on Monday to a new indictment as his upcoming criminal trial was pushed back to January in a case where prosecutors have accused him of rape and predatory sexual assault. 67-year-old Weinstein entered his plea in a New York state court in Manhattan, where his trial was delayed by 4 months to 6th of January next year. He had faced a trial date of 9th of September. The new indictment accuses Weinstein of 2 counts of predatory sexual assault stemming from alleged assaults against 2 women in 2006 and 2013. Actor Leonardo DiCaprio has urged governments to do more amid growing international outrage over the damage to the Amazon, the world's largest tropical rainforest. A record number of fires are ravaging the rainforest, sparking concern because of the Amazon's importance to the global environment. The rainforest is said to produce a fifth of the world's oxygen. DiCaprio said, "The crisis over the burning forest in the Amazon is incredibly tragic." Ewan McGregor will reprise his Star Wars role as Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi in a series for the upcoming Disney Plus streaming service. Scottish actor McGregor made the announcement to fans of the beloved movie franchise on Friday and stated that he was relieved that he could finally reveal he would return to the role. This is Abhyuday Shrestha for Kantipur News Desk.
And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.